Hey, my name is Brian Nail, and I'm a mortgage loan officer with Primis Bank. I just want to say how much I truly enjoy being a part of the Spread the Positive Network. It's an incredible mission that brings so much positivity to our community. It's been a real pleasure to be involved. Now, when it comes to financing a home, there are a lot of options. And in a market like today's, having the guidance of a trusted local professional can make all the difference. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, second home, an investment property, or explore refinancing options, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust and help guide you through the process. If I can help you nail your mortgage, give me a call at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok when our stories collided.
After we discussed our crazy, people wanted to tell us they're crazy.
So join us as we unpack a whole lot of crazy.
And we named this podcast after the one thing we definitely have in common, raising our mamas.
So welcome to Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Warning, following episode is intended for mature audiences only. It contains graphic descriptions, adult dialogue, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
We talk about dramatic shit.
Hey, y'all.
Are we back?
We are back.
I think we're back.
So our producer's two rooms behind us.
He used to kind of be our other co-host.
Right, but...
And now he's gotten fancy.
He really
got
has.
some new best friends.
So we can't hear him when he says, and so Kayla said we need to get some tin cans with a string or a bell or something. But anyways, we're back.
Ashley said bell, I said string.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Tells our age.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't want to tell this because then it's going to go out of stock again now that we said that. Because, okay, there's this new invention. It's called the tin can phone. It's for kids. And they can only call other tin can phones. So Jaden, my son, my 23-year-old, was going to get my baby's one and then his other little brother one and then himself one so they could call each other because it's free as long as you're calling another tin can. And then I was going to get Aniston one and so they could call Aniston too, like anytime they want to. But when you go on the website, don't try. If you pre-order, I swear, it said that they was going to be open April the 1st. So I waited until April the 1st.
I just want to know what it is.
It's the cutest thing ever. But then you could pay $9.99 a month and it will call anywhere. So it could be like a home phone, actually. So I was like, you could do that if your kids were like 12 and you don't want to get them a cell phone. You could do the tin can phone.
That right there?
Yes. And if you'll go to their website, they have the old ones, the old looking phones like we used to have, like pink ones. But anyways, I was waiting until April 1st to order it because it said, but I didn't know they were pre-ordering. And so now it's pushed all the way back till June.
Well, crap.
It's the coolest thing though. They can only call each other.
2 tin can plans, man.
Yep. And I think
this is not a paid promotion.
No, it's not, but it's also I think it just works on Wi-Fi. You don't have to have a plugged into the router. If you do the other one where like it has a service like you have to be plugged into the router, but that is the cutest thing.
That is so cute.
Yeah, my son found it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to get me one and get Annie one," but they're like $100 a piece.
They are expensive.
They are, but I was like, because they love his little brother. Like we all went out this weekend, and that's their best friend. He drew them pictures and all the things, and I'm like, that'd be so cute because they're forever telling me to like FaceTime his mom, which I don't, but or let's call him. So I think Jaden actually already pre-ordered at least 3. So
oh my goodness,
yeah. So we could
what's he doing these days?
He's working at GM, and they're about to be laid off from June to December, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's just living his best life.
I know.
Okay,
so I heard something this morning while we're talking about kids real quick.
Yeah.
So I was listening to another podcast. I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking about, he had a lady on who has gone through like a bunch of trauma. And she was saying, he was saying that he grew up real religious. And so he has a hard time with his family because he's not like that with his kids. He wants his kids to experience things and not be hard on them and be reactive.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, because I think that my parents did that with me. They were reactive because of the way they were raised.
Right.
So technically, it goes back to your grandparents because that's...
who raised your parents?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to thinking, and I was like, that's what I did with my dad was like my normal person, and he was strict, and my mom wasn't. So that's what I did. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's funny because I'm reading the book, The Courage to Be Disliked, and it basically debunks all of that. It says there is no such thing as trauma or your past making you who you are today. You consciously make that decision. And so it's very enlightening, but like, in some of it I believe, but it's hard. It's kind of hard. It's like the past does not define you. It doesn't erase your past. And
Right.
you did go through it or whatever, but you're not the way you are today because of your past. You are the way you are today because you choose to be that way.
Well, when I was listening to that and I was thinking, and I was like, I think I did it based on what I thought was normal.
Yeah.
Because my aunt was normal and they were at the ball field all the time and they always had all the things. And
Right.
so we were at the ball field all the time. And then my dad was more of the stricter kind of.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't like going to his house when I was little because I didn't want to have rules.
right.
But to me, that was normal because I didn't have any normal or structure. And I was like, so I think that's why I
Oh, yeah. And
kind of went the way I went, just with, because Emily's like, no, I was scared of you. And I was like, why were you so scared of me? She's like, Mom, because I didn't want to, and she's like, I didn't want to disappoint you. But I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, but some of that she put on herself. Like, I didn't require her to make those, get good grades. And
right.
I mean, I'm glad she did, but.
That's Hagen did a class for banking, and it was talking about how each generation, like if one generation is latchkey kids where they just let their kids be wild, then the next generation will be very strict on their kids, and then it just keeps repeating over and over. And if you look back, like that is so true how that works.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have any rules, then you put a lot of rules on your kids because you're
Yeah.
like, you know, those shit that we did, but then those kids are like, I'm not putting rules on my kids because so it's kind of like it's just a
Yeah,
ping pong
that is
effect.
true.
That stuff's interesting to me, that how there's patterns and we don't even realize that there's patterns.
Yeah.
Or what we take from.
I was like, did you not record us again?
But the book was like, it was really confusing because it's from a philosopher's standpoint, and he talks like, I don't ever know, but he's being interviewed by someone else, and it is like enlightening. Like, for instance, the guy that's interviewing him, it's like supposed to be like a teenager. He said, I have a friend that won't leave the house because he has such anxiety, and he said, that's bullshit. And he was like, what do you mean that's bullshit? Like, it's totally, and he was like, no, he doesn't leave the house because his parents pay attention to him because he's, agoraphobic or whatever and won't go out.
Yeah.
But if he goes out into the real world, he's just a normal person and no one's going to give him any attention because he's just a normal human. And he said he subconsciously is doing that, not even knowing that he's doing it, but that's because he's getting the attention that he wants by being in the house. And I'm like, and then this is funny because he said, like, first chapter, the philosopher said, I had a friend that wanted to be a novelist, but he never finished the book because he was always like really secretly, he was scared of rejection and criticism and stuff like that. So it was always like, oh, I don't have time. And I've literally been saying that same thing like over and over, like about my book. And I was like,
I know you still haven't sent it to me.
my editor said I can't send it out now.
You fuck about your editor.
I know. She did say that though. She said you can't send it no more because it's about to be final draft.
I want to read it. What if I don't like it?
I sent
and I
it
tell
to you.
You have to send it to our email.
Okay, I'll try to do that. She's having surgery. She'll be high on drugs for a little while, so it's fine. But I haven't finished it because that is, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, God. Because he said, like, inferior complex is not really a thing. Mm-hmm. He said something that was really groundbreaking because Anson's been really lonely since she moved out on her own. And he said, lonesomeness is not because you are alone. It's because society and your community, you feel excluded from them. Basically, you think everybody's out there just living their life, being all the things,
Right.
and no one's included you in that. And he's like, but they're not. But that's just what you. And I was like, that makes total sense because some people are totally fine alone and don't care. And,
Yeah.
But like we're social people, so that is probably why we get lonesome. It's like, well, they're all out there doing stuff, and they're really not. People are just.
But I'm social, but then I want to be left alone.
Me too.
Sometimes too.
So
And then
you're
I
like
go,
a extroverted introvert or introvert. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me too. Very much so. I didn't used to be like that. I could have
Yeah.
I could have had company all day, every day till bedtime. I'd be fine. But now, no, I have to recharge. Like I can't just go like out in social stuff. like girls trips. I love girls trips, but I'm like,
Okay, so this just come to me too because we had Cassie's party this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's because we entertained the whole time,
yeah, absolutely. We give our energy, and we're always,
trying to make everybody have
exactly.
fun,
And
do
you're
all
just
the
spitting
things?
off of the mouth, and yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And then you have to go and recharge. I tell Aniston that because
Yeah.
she's very much a social person like us, and she's the entertainer and she's the funny
Yeah.
one. And I said, oh yeah, you can just imagine like. Basically, you're plowing the garden while everybody's standing there watching you plow in the
Yeah.
garden, and then you're sowing the seeds, and then you're doing all the things. It's like, well, damn, I'm tired now. I need to go recharge because, yeah,
Because I
absolutely.
always hear you bring the fun. You're always
Yes.
the fun.
And so that puts a pressure on you to bring the fun. Because the same with me. They're like, y'all are so funny. We all, and so when
Yeah.
you go, it's like, well, I have to perform because that's what people know.
We're performing and not even getting paid.
Exactly.
I ain't doing it no more.
Exactly.
We're turning that shit off. Y'all can pay for that.
Like, and
If
I don't
you
know
want
how
us
not to though. Like,
I don't either.
I
don't
can't
either.
not. I can't not like perform.
And I think some of it is because I don't drink a whole lot, so I don't like sitting there like just doing nothing.
Right.
Like some people can sit there and drink, and that's fun to them, and it's not fun to me. And I'm like, no, we need a game. I need a game. I need to be up doing
You
something.
need to be entertained, or
I have to have entertainment. Yeah.
I can sit with the conversation as long as like the conversation's fine because like I like to talk to people and hear people's stories and stuff. So I can do that, but yeah, I'm not one. If I don't know anybody and I'm just sitting there by myself, I'm like, I'm about to bounce out. Like I can't.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel like, well, that's not fair just because you're not the performer, but like that's just my personality. Like
Yeah.
like if like you said, if I'm not being entertained, like it's gonna be yeah. So definitely I have to go recharge for sure after even at work, and that's what I try to tell Hagen. Used
We're
to
exhausted.
yes, because me and my sister are literally stand-up comedians. Like, well, even if nobody else thinks we're funny, we think we are
You should
hilarious.
start recording y'all shot.
I know I bought cameras, but I didn't get them hooked up. But like, it's all day, every day, and we're back and forth, and we don't even care if the customers like us because we're laughing so hard and all the things. And then when I get home, I'm like, I don't want to talk. And used to, I did when I was like younger. But Hagen's like, "Did you have a good day?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, you don't talk." I'm like, "Babe, you have no idea. Like, I give all of my yes. Please just let me be quiet." Yes. And Sissy's like, "Oh, Joey," I'm like, "I've been touching people all day. I don't want to be touched." But
Yeah. that
definitely. Aniston had a professor at college that said introverts and extroverts are not like, oh, your personality. It's what you give your energy to. So do you get energy by being by yourself or do you get energy by being with others? And like I get energy by being with others, but I also have to have my own time because I have to recharge.
And then some things like Easter coming up, and Emily will do Easter at her house with her in-laws and stuff. And then, I can't, which they probably would be fine with me being me and doing me, but I feel like I have to like pull it back,
That's me with my in-laws too.
pull it back and behave.
Yeah. That's totally me with like I'll say like, funny things and stuff, but I don't really cuss in front of them.
Right.
Or, and so I have to dial
It's
it
like we're
down.
in the corner, we have to behave.
Yeah.
It's like we go out and your mom's like,
You know how to act.
yeah, you better act like you're
You
supposed
better act like you got some sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I just thought about all that.
I ate with my mother-in-law today, and I haven't done that in probably 7, 8 years, 10 years. But I mean, of course, I've seen her, but we
I
haven't.
think he might miss us. Do you think so?
Yeah, that's what it is.
He keeps coming in. He better be trying to make us look good.
I ate with her today, but I didn't like hold. I don't hold. I held back. I didn't go like, "Hey, bitch, what's up?" but I did like, I don't know. I put it into chat like, because I was like, do I like just let loose or do I hold back? Because we had a little tiff there for a minute, and it said we'll kind of gauge her and see where she's at. So, which I didn't really gauge her. I just did what I wanted to, anyways. But it worked out and it was fine, and we had a good time together. And I hope
And she probably needs that. She
oh,
probably
she
needs to
she
get out
said that.
and be out with fun people. Not
Yes.
that she don't have fun friends.
She
but-
don't have fun friends. I can promise you, she don't.
But it's probably good for her to get out. And
Yes, she said I've been down and out for a little bit, and I said probably like the winter blues is probably what it was, like. And she didn't really go any further, and I didn't ask anymore. But then Aniston, we went over to Aniston's apartment because she just lives like 2 streets over from the square. And Aniston's like, Linda, anytime you want to have a girls' night, And Lord, she don't leave. She don't stay out past like 4 p.m.
Right.
anyways. And she was like, she just laughed. And Anderson had her necklace on that said, "Let that shit go." And I'm like, oh,
My
well,
child.
yeah.
Like,
Yep. With her 9,000 piercings in each nostril here, there. But anyways, I'm like, Anderson's unapologetically herself.
perfect.
Yeah.
She
So-
is. She is so fun. I love her.
I think my mother-in-law would be wild if we knew her back younger.
One of my good friends, Shaya, I met her through Christy's sister-in-law, but she's now my best friend, her whole family. But her mom is the sweetest lady, Mary Jane. I love her. Like, just the perfect mom that I would so have wanted.
Yes.
Or what I thought was so normal, and just, you
Yeah.
know, did all the things and was at home and just, I mean, she's precious. But she thinks that I'm so funny. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, my God, I wish I could have just been more like you when I was young. And
My mother-in-law's like that too.
or like say things, especially like to the kids when they're doing something, because I'm like, listen, I told your ass to go over and do it, and you better get over and do it.
Right.
She's like, God, I'm so glad that
Yeah.
you say that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my mother-in-law. She's
Yes.
almost like fascinated by me. Like, I wish I was so, because today she said, "You're so creative." And I was like, it's because I have the internet. It's not me just coming up with these.
You are so creative, though.
Well, but I was like, I have the internet. She goes, she said, my family couldn't, what did she say? She said they couldn't make nothing. It was something simple. And then she said, and they couldn't do mechanics or anything. I said, no, but they were like lawyers and doctors. So maybe they were academically good, which we're not.
well, I just showed you the video.
Yes.
So we had Cassie's going away party this weekend because she's leaving tomorrow or Thursday. And she all got emotional this week, like wanted to spend time with us, because I was like, listen, if we're not having a fun party,
Right.
I'm not coming down. Because
Right. Because you thought it was going to
it's
be
always
timed.
expectation, and then
Yes.
you know, we get there and it's like want, because she's such a control freak, and bless her heart. Because I'm like, is she having fun? Is that just her way of having fun? Or
Right.
is she not, like, but sometimes I don't think she knows how to have fun.
Right.
She doesn't, because she said it, and she wrote me a going away letter. She wrote all of us a going away letter. But we had her party, and her husband's family, like our family isn't there being dysfunctional, you know, taking shots and having a good time. And then I
Right.
walked through the other part of the house, and Cassie's little husband and sister and stepdad and mom were just sitting at the table, the four of them playing Uno. And I was like, this is what normal
I think this is what normal,
families
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I started laughing. But
The first time I met Hagen's parents was on Thanksgiving. No. Like on Christmas Eve or whatever. And his cousins were there too. And she had these games and they had gifts. She had prizes for the gifts. And I was like, what in the heck? She had like, I don't even remember what the games were, but if you won first time, you got like a oven mitt and like towels. And I was like, what? But we haven't done that since. But I thought that was the cutest thing. I was like, that's so cute. But she's never hosted them again. I think that was on one
she
time.
was
but
like, I'm doing y'all.
yes. Well, yeah.
Was your whole family?
It was his whole family.
his
Yes.
whole- okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I met them. It was his whole family, and we had to play games and stuff.
How fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of awkward, though, when you don't know
It was
what you're
super
going
awkward.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because Hagen hadn't told her anything about me.
Well, damn.
She didn't know I had kids.
Were they like one of those families that you didn't get divorced, and then
Yeah.
like stepkids were like, what do you mean you're going to marry somebody that's been
Yeah,
married?
right. Yeah. Because there was a little boy there, and she was like, "Oh, that's Trey," and I said, "Oh, he's about Jaden's size." And she's like, "Oh, who's Jaden?" And I was like, "That's my son." And she was like, "Oh, you have a son?" And I was like, "And a daughter." And she was like, "Oh, you have 2 kids?" And I'm like, we get in the car. I'm like, "You motherfucker!" No, you did not. He was like, "Well, we just it never came up." I said, when you date a mother, that's the first thing you say.
Yeah.
I met this girl and she has 2 kids. Like that's my identity at this point. And yeah, I was but they don't tell each other anything. And so it's weird.
Yeah. Some families are just,
They're private.
well, because we sell everything.
Right.
And my husband, I think he's probably come out of it a little more because you don't tell things.
He what?
Like, he doesn't like people to know his business, or
Yeah.
kind of like, why do you tell that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because we're married and I just tell stuff. I don't
Me too.
think about it. I
yeah.
mean,
I don't have secrets either.
we're not secretive.
Right.
And because I can't go somewhere with him and act like I'm not mad. If I'm mad, don't take me anywhere, because everybody's going to know I'm mad, because
Yeah.
I'm probably going to call you.
Yep.
a bunch of names. And
Well, me and Hagen like bicker when we're with other people. We're just like back and forth.
well, you see me and my husband.
You know, I'm
we
like,
always do
I
that.
don't know why we do that, but we do.
That's our normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's our normal.
Well, we don't really do that much at home. It's just when we're with other people. It's
Probably
like, you're a
'cause
loser. Well, you're a whore. I'm like, well, no. Not really. But like, it does kind of like, I don't know.
That's our love language.
Yeah. Well, I think that I feel like there's people there. So if I say something that's like, it's almost like I get validation. Like, am I wrong or right? Or, you know, is like, if I say that, because I mean, he'll call me out if it's whatever. Anyways, whatever. Hey, Kayla and I,
We ain't talking about the boys.
no, we went and seen Danae Hayes
We did.
at the Ryman. That was so fun.
Did you have fun? Dixie said that she thought it was going to be better than what it was in Chattanooga.
The stand-up part, yes, I agree with her.
Because it's not... Okay, first of all, I love her. She is so fun. She's
Yes,
beautiful.
she's beautiful.
Her legs are as long as...
Yes.
I mean, I think her hip come to my head.
Yes.
But longest legs, she's gorgeous.
She's so pretty.
And she's funny. But I think
she's just new. Bye,
it's
honey.
not like... Who are you talking to?
One of the girls that works with Tramp. She came in that too. Waved out. I think
does that
because
mean?
she is like an influencer, and that's not, you know, she's just getting started on the whole
She
stand
tells
up
her
thing.
stories. Yeah. So it's not like you're...
And
It's
I-
not like Rodney Carrington.
Well,
Like
I
you've
think
got
that she'll get
jokes.
better
Yeah.
but she didn't start out in people's basements doing stand up. She started at the fucking Ryman.
It would be like coming to see Ashley and I.
Yeah. Right,
Because that-
right. But at the Ryman, like, she didn't have to work her way up from, you know, little dive bars where you do open mic, because she already had a
Yes.
following behind her. So she automatically starts on the Ryman, you know, because she already has a following. Because she can do anybody can do a 3-minute skit, you know, on TikTok or whatever. But standing in front of people for an hour and telling stories has got to be,
I would shit myself.
yeah, it's got to be like, you know, flow and then so much. So...
And she doesn't act nervous at all.
No, and with saying that, I think she did an amazing job for this being her
Yes.
first little tour or whatever. But I've seen a couple of comedians and their seasons, so they know, you know, when to hit whatever. Blah, blah. So, and I didn't realize that it was going to be as like sexy as it was, and not for me because I'm a grown ass woman, but there was like two 14-year-olds in front of us,
yes.
and I was like, oh my god,
But she really didn't talk about... Or did she?
yeah,
Talk about...
what's in her nightstand and.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, my God, we all got that or not. That's true.
But
But she didn't go into, like, stories.
then she rode
details.
the men.
Yeah, but I mean, she usually rides women, so...
I mean, and I told Kayla, I was like, I think she's more bi than she thinks she is.
Well, that was her best friend, too.
Yeah, but I still think she's more
Do you
bi.
think?
Yes. I
She
think
says she's only ever been with a guy.
this is only my opinion, and I have nothing, and I'm not even like a diehard fan where I know all the things. I just know that after the divorce, she said on one of the things, like, I'm starting to wear makeup and I feel pretty. And like, I've
Yes.
never wanted to feel pretty or have felt pretty. And I'm really like embracing that feminine side. And she's like, and I'm really like liking that. And I thought, to me, and I'm not gay, so I cannot speak on that. But to me, that sounds like maybe she didn't give that side a chance, like when she was younger, because she always felt like maybe, you know, more masculine or whatever. And so now that she's older and, you know, she's got curves and she's got a body built like freaking back road for real. Like, I feel like she did get in touch with her feminine side, and then she did date men. You know what I mean? Like, she said she was going on dates with men, or she was on a dating app, and she did have one guy. I can't remember what she said happened, but like, so I feel like she's more bi than.
See, I don't know. I don't know that when you were saying that, though, I think it's because her ex-wife was a fashion influencer, and I think she might have
wanted her to
played
be
it
more
down.
muscular.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
I think she kind of.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that just come to me while you were saying that, kind of like she was the girly one or whatever.
Yes.
And so that's when you were saying that, I'm like, I bet.
Yeah.
That she was kind of the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like she played a role as like the more masculine
Yeah.
one, and then now she's able to, because she was wearing a face full of makeup, hair was cute, all the things, and I'm like, I think she now is like, oh wait, I do want to
She
get in
can
touch
be
with my
pretty
feminine.
and
Yes.
she can still be
Yes.
She can
Because
be
she's
both.
like sexy and not like a.
not
and
trying to be.
No, like she's just a woman who is sexy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I think she's coming into that, and then just her, just experiencing or experimenting with men. I think that she's a little bit more open to, and maybe, hell, shouldn't we all? Maybe she's just like, maybe love is love, and maybe I'll try men. Maybe I'll find one I like or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, I did find that interesting.
Well, not the ones that she pulled up on stage because.
But we didn't know that they were like picked.
Well, the two were picked, and then the one was
Yeah.
her friend.
Yeah.
And so, but the two, we had high hopes for one, and he got in trouble for flirting with us at the end of the night.
Oh my gosh.
They were in line with us, and his wife or girlfriend. I mean,
So
she
let's
was
tell
mad.
through that.
And I was
So-
like, my God, he didn't do anything.
Well,
He was taking our picture.
so in the bathroom before the show even started, I'm washing my hands. I look up in the mirror, and my little cousin's standing there, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing here?" She's married to a woman. And
They were so fun too.
yes, and I was like, "What the hell are y'all doing here?" And they were like, "Oh, we're come to see Danae." And I was like, "Well, I come to see Danae." And I had the bracelet on that said like meet and greet or whatever. They're like, "Oh, you get the backstage passes." And I was like, "Yes, Kayla got us these." And then come to find out, they sat like literally on the same row, but like the other aisle from us. And
We could have all sat together.
well, they had like 4 of them, and so
Oh.
she was like, and plus we didn't know if people were going to, because we ended up not
We
even
had
sitting.
a whole row.
We didn't even sit in our own seats because our seats were like closer to the stage, but it was like we were going to be in the middle. Yeah. Anyways, the guy that opened for her ended up being from the same town as my little cousin, and so she texted me and she was like, "Dude, we went to school with him, like, and it's a tiny little."
Did they know that before they got there?
No,
Really?
had no idea. She said, "I didn't even."
Justin Wagner, was that his name?
I think so. She said,
Yeah.
we had no idea he even did stand up. And then here he is on the freaking Ryman. And he says he's from Pleasant View, which is a small little community. So anyways, he does his little thing. And afterwards, Destiny's like, yes, we knew him. That he was, she told us that he was her. No, she didn't tell us he was her first
Yeah,
boyfriend.
no.
She just said that she went to school with him.
Yeah.
So
I know
I
she did.
thought it
because
was
you-
afterwards. Or wait, was it?
You said something to him about it.
Oh, him. Yeah. But she didn't tell me that they were dated. She just said we went to school with him.
Oh, he said it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'd had 2 drinks, and after I thought about it, those were both doubles. So I guess that's like 4 drinks. Anyways, me and Kayla wanted to be the last ones to do the meet and greet so we could actually talk to her about maybe coming on the podcast or whatever. So
we were going to be best friends with her.
yes, well, there was like a lesbian couple, and they were like,
well, first of all, it was all lesbians.
well, yes.
And so they probably thought Ashley and I were lesbians.
Probably.
too.
Well, they were
There
like
was a
standing to the
bunch.
side, and I was like, "Are y'all trying to be the last ones?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, that's not going to happen." I was like, "Unless you want to wrestle on the stage for who gets to go last." And I'm tipsy. Keela's back there stalking the.
I acted like I owned the place.
Who was the guy? He was like the entertainment something.
Oh,
So
he was
Keela's-
her talent manager.
Yeah, so Keela's back there giving him the Q&A.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I said,
talking
we
to the
can
talent
wrestle.
manager.
I said, we just want to be last because I said, I've tried to do like a routine so I could like get her attention and she'd remember us and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, we just want to talk to her. I was like, yeah, well, it's probably not going to happen unless we wrestle on the stage. So they decided to go on because they were like, we're not dealing with her, which was funny. Well, one of the guys that got picked to come up on the stage for her little thing, they automatically got meet and greet passes. So him and his wife come behind me and Kayla, and they wouldn't let us get behind them, but it's fine, whatever. So we're waiting in our
We really
line.
didn't try though.
We really didn't, because at this point we're like, whatever. So we're standing in line, we're almost to her, and then the Justin guy comes, and Kayla has no boundaries. She'll go into dressing rooms, green rooms, backstage. She don't care. She's gonna look, and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to like, no, I ain't
I
going
was
to
in
dress.
the dressing room.
Yep. So I'm like, I don't know her. And so the Justin guy comes, she's like, hey. So I go over with the lesbians. I'm like, we're a throuple at this point. Like, duh. I was like, I don't know her. I don't know any. And she's like, hey, come here. So he's talking to her. And then I'm like, this. And she's like, where's Ashley? And I'm like, right here. I was like, sir, are you going to have her arrested? And he was like, no. So as I walk up and I say, oh, my cousin says she knows you. Her name's so. And he goes, that was my first girlfriend. She's married to Catherine, the girl. And I said, and she said, quote, you are not the reason that she turned to women. And he died laughing. I was like, just kidding. That was when they were kids. But he ended up knowing them, whatever. And then we saw her. I don't even know what we said to her.
Oh. Well, Ashley, in line, she's like, I'm so nervous. Oh, my God, I don't know what I'm going to say to her. I'm so nervous.
Did I? I don't remember that part. But
Well, we met her, and, I mean, Ashley, I don't even know what she said. She just...
oh, because I did have
So
something.
they did the stanky leg together. She
Yes.
asked her to wrestle on
Yes.
stage.
Yes. Okay.
You remember that?
No, but part of her skit was one time she paid $1,600 to findamidget.com. And so I walked up to her and said, bitch, I found your midget. She just got lost talking about Kayla. So that was funny. Then we did ask her to be on the podcast. She said to message. Did you message her?
I haven't messaged her yet.
Okay. I haven't
But
either.
I have to put in the title Stanky Leg.
Yes. Did she say that? She's telling you to do that? Okay.
I went over. I actually talked to Danae. I went over and talked to her wife. Or
Yeah, girlfriend. Yeah.
Her name's Jennifer, I think. Jen.
She's
like my size.
She said, my girlfriend is Hobby Lobby in human form. And she really is. She's
and
so sweet.
She's so happy.
And then the dick, I don't even think you knew about, like, or you noticed this, but like all of Danae's family was standing back there, like waiting for her to get done with the meet and greet. And they told us to go to the side. So we went to the side and they were like, she was like, okay, family, come on. And I just pretended like he was like, no. I was like, sir, I wasn't actually going to go over there and act like I was her family.
Well, I had like a whole little, in my notes, because I wanted to take a picture with her and us flipping her Dixie off.
Oh.
And then I was going to ask her to bring her family up so we could take a family picture.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But I forgot about it.
Well, it's a lot.
We started talking, yeah.
And so Kayla already touched on this, but the couple behind us, the guy that got pulled up on the stage and got the meet and greet, he was just nice. Like it was nothing. I don't know what they were fighting about, but like the longer it went on, the more I noticed the wife was getting mad.
Well, he would, if like in the dressing room, he's like, here, I'll take your picture. And because I take pictures the whole time. And he's like, here, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So he kept taking our picture. Well, I think it made her mad.
Well, anyways, when we got outside, Kayla was like, hey, can you take our picture? And
I didn't say it. I was taking a selfie. And he was like, oh, do you want me to take a picture? Come here.
And then you said, no, but let's do it over here. I said, Kayla, she's already pissed off. And she goes, it's not because of y'all. And I was like, well, I don't know what the hell it's because of. But anyways, an hour later, we done went to a bar, had Jell-O shots, come back out. They're still over there like, I don't know, fighting it out. And I was like, he wasn't flirty. I think it was something else. I don't know if that like topped it off or what, but I was like, he wasn't flirty.
Well, sometimes when your husband's the drunk entertainment gets on your nerves.
I mean, and that probably was it. But like, she just like kept looking at us like madder. And Kayla's in
I finally was like, your wife is mad. Go make her happy.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
But I was noticing it the whole time, and I'm like, don't talk to him anymore. Because like when we talked about the Allman Brothers, she like automatically, and I was like, dude, we're just talking about, is this our sign? Is this like, hey, shut the hell up? That's what we need, like our own air sign.
Hit it. Flick it.
Nothing.
We fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed it. So anyways, that was
Those
fun.
other two girls weren't the only people that.
Oh, and I went to Kayla's daughter's house, and she
shut
lives
up.
in the ghetto. I was so scared. Holy crap. Okay, first of all, I thought Kayla's daughter lived in a townhome. So that's what I was.
She used to.
She did. And then she gives me the address, whatever, and I like pull up and I'm like, and there was like, I think the gardeners thought I was a gardener. Like I felt like a gardener, like pulling up to, like they were mansions. Like which my house makes like a circle, but like I was in Emily's kitchen and she disappeared and then she turned around and she was behind me and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm going outside. I don't know where all these halls go or whatever. But anyways, yeah, her daughter lives in a huge house in a huge neighborhood.
Yeah, they're fancy.
Yeah, they are
Told
fancy.
you she was fancy.
I know, but I don't remember other than the townhome. I don't know why I don't remember the new
she
house.
She just didn't shop at Walmart. She went to JCPenney.
In Target.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But it's a very nice home. She's very successful and I'm proud of her. But
Yeah.
I was like, are we allowed to park Toyotas in the driveway? Kayla has a matching car, so I know I could. But anyways. Oh, and on the way up there, I wish I'd have brought it in. On the way up there, I was like, oh, crap, I don't think you can take purses into the Ryman. And like, I have to have my cigarette case, my wallet, my phone. And I found one of Malaya's from the Dollar General that I've got for 50 cents. It's unicorn, sparkly. And I was like trying to shove my cards in there. And then I was like, but I still got my. So anyways, I had to borrow a purse from her daughter. But I thought if I have to go up there with this unicorn, the zipper's probably going to break before I even get there. But Kayla's daughter let me borrow her Louis Vuitton.
It's fake.
It's fake, but it's so cute.
Came from Chrissy's closet. I got a matching one. I gave him.
That one's cute, though. It was cute.
Let me see what else is on my list. Oh, happy birthday, Lindley. It's my niece's birthday.
Today.
Oh, and then we got to go.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
We'll
go
tell
ahead.
that. Okay,
Go ahead, you tell it.
So my cousins, we went and had a drink with them, and then she was like, oh, my niece works down at
Whiskey Row.
yes, I always want to say Whiskey Dicks, but it's Whiskey Row. And so again, I'm thinking Kayla, she don't pay attention to rules and stuff. There's this long line, like trying to wait to get in, and she's like, I'm gonna pass them, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna stand in the back of the line. Oh my god! And so she goes up there, and she's like, Ashley, and I like look, and they're like her niece is unlocking the rope thing to let us in, and I'm like, oh my god, like we just got.
And it was a big line.
It was a huge line, and it's the only bar that had a line. Like I don't even know what the hell Anyways,
she's a VIP host.
So she brings us in and she's like, what do y'all want to drink? And I'm like, and you said Malibu and pineapple. And I was like, tequila and pineapple. I don't know. So anyways, she goes, oh, by the way, Megan Maroney's about to come out through here. So if y'all want to see her, blah, blah, blah. And she like goes, gets our drinks and hands them to us and like disappears. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She was like, y'all sit at this table. Where the girls got up and left.
Okay. So there's this. So I know that Megan Maroney's
party.
about to come out because I can see the security guards like touching their ears and they're talking. So I know that she's about to come out of this door.
I mean, and she put us at the table. Like, here's the
walkway.
Yeah.
Like we're right beside it. So nobody else knows that Megan Maroney's there. So there's this bachelorette party across from us, and I start recording, and the one girl's like, she's like thinking, and so I walked over and I was like, no, Megan Maroney's about to come out through here, and I was trying to record her. She's like, oh my god. So here comes Megan Maroney, whatever, and did I tell her that before or after?
I think after.
Okay. Well, I said my niece. I said she was my niece. I said my niece told me that's why I was recording. I didn't want y'all to think I was recording y'all. So, anyways. A couple minutes later, here comes one of the bachelorette party, and she's like, "Oh my God, where is she going?" And I was like, "Well, first of all, you have to follow us on YouTube if you want the information." And we ain't got no information. I don't know shit. All I know, she went in the elevator. So she was like, "Okay." So she follows us on YouTube, and then her whole tribe leaves, and so she takes off running. So me and Kayla, had we known. We didn't know this part. Kayla tried, because again, she tried to get in the elevator, and the guy.
Lindley was like, "You should have told them."
Well, yeah. Well, we didn't know that. Well,
and I was going to, but then I thought Ashley think I was name dropping. So
no, I would have been fine with that. I didn't know it would work. I thought they would just be like, I don't give a damn who. So anyway, she tried to go in the elevator. And the guy was like, not going to work. So we had to walk up 62 flights of stairs. It's the top button. So we walk up all these stairs, and then we see where Megan Maroney's at or whatever, and then the security guard that's like guarding her, Kayla walks up and says, "Hey, is Lindley up here?" And he's like,
Well, because he was 12 feet tall.
Yeah, he was like, "No, I don't see her." So like we could have name dropped. We didn't.
And
know.
I don't like going to downtown like that because I feel like I'm down there with all the body odor and the smells.
Yeah, she is.
I'm not at the elbows and butthole. And so I hate being in the crowd.
Yes.
Because I'm down here. And so I couldn't see Lindley. So I was trying to find a tall boy.
Well,
and I really didn't even realize Megan Maroney was sitting over there. I didn't even see her.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
And
was guarding her.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, he knew exactly who she was talking about. He was like, "Oh no, I don't see her." So we could have name dropped. Anyways, we go back in, and that bride tribe's up there, and they come. The one comes up to me. She goes, "Girl, thank you so much for all the info." I was like, "I got you, girl. Girl, I didn't give her no damn info." I was like, "I don't even know." I was like, "Girl, if I know it, you know it. We gonna know it together." And we left. I told Kayla, I didn't tell her shit because Megan had already came out, and I didn't even know where she was going. But anyways, I think she said, "We're gonna follow you." I guess the one girl, but then Lindley come back out, and she was like, "Come on, we can go."
And we walked down to
the
next level. It's so many stairs.
Yes, and she was like, "Oh, let's get on this elevator."
She's like, "Why didn't you take the elevator?"
And I was like, "Well, Kayla tried, but he ran her off." And I was like, "Well, now we know that we could say Lindley, and then they know." I'm thinking it's like such a big place that they don't know each other, but apparently they do all know each other. But I thought that was really cool, and I felt like VIP. Kayla's probably used to that, but
anytime I go anywhere with Lindley like that, we go to all the VIP and stand behind the ropes, and so she's like a big deal downtown.
That's cool.
And she's beautiful. She should be an influencer herself.
And I'm just going to be completely honest, and I'm sorry, Dixie, and I'm sorry, Lindley, but I thought she's probably a little bitch just because she's so
looks
pretty.
Like a bitch, yeah.
And she is so sweet. I thought she was so sweet. Like nothing about her screamed like bitchy or like she was very sweet. Like, are y'all good? And I was like, that's why I shouldn't judge her, but well.
That it's been good for her working there, and she was so shy.
Yeah.
Like before coming up here, like she was so shy. Had I been in her life, she would have never been like that. She'd probably been a little trifling hoe because I would have made her that way.
Right.
Because she is beautiful.
Yeah. And she's so friendly. She was really nice. She was very, very sweet.
She wants to come on the podcast so bad.
Well, we need to have her on because she's probably got stories after stories, and she didn't even got a name drop.
And she's social media marketing. That's what she does. But she loves it down there.
Yeah,
But she's always with all them Nashville influencers. Cole does it too. I'm like, how do y'all meet these people?
right.
But
Yeah, I don't think Nashville's as big as we think it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, as far as
and
like,
I think those bars, they have all the little people and they all like go out.
Yeah,
and
they get
stuff
together, yeah.
Because usually when we go out with her, it's people that are like,
Yeah.
there's OnlyFans that go with us and other people. And
yeah,
because I'm always like, how do you get on OnlyFans? And he says he don't. He just shows.
oh, I know a guy that
Yeah, you do.
and I can tell you exactly what he does. It's not appropriate for a podcast, but I can tell you.
Yeah, see, this guy doesn't. He just works out, like shows his muscles.
Mm.
He doesn't show anything below his muscles
But
in his belly.
that was so fun.
It was fun. We should do that more often.
We should.
Yeah.
And then we tried to get.
Especially this summer with it being pretty because you can go down there and walk and
Yeah,
we could go down
it was
early.
overwhelming though. We should do it during the day.
Yeah.
The old people stuff.
Yeah. When Dixie comes, we usually go have Sunday brunch and walk around downtown and do stuff. But,
Yeah, that's cool.
But like there's all kinds of people there at Lynn Lake. She does have good stories about people that come in there.
Oh, I'm sure. After I left you, I was starving.
My God, I was so nauseous.
You were?
It was so hot that Saturday.
Yeah.
And I had on a long sleeve shirt and I was cleaning earlier and got hot and then I just never got over it and then
We didn't get to eat before because we were running late, so we ate a hot dog
I
afterwards.
think it hurt my belly.
Yeah. And then I
It
was
was
starving.
so good though.
So I stopped at Waffle House
She was trying to get me to go to Waffle House.
by myself. I've never ate by myself, which I don't care to do that, but I go in and
Who are you waving at?
nobody, I was just pointing at
Oh.
that camera. I'm like, okay, I gotta go pee. So I order my food and I go to pee, and there's a guy standing in the men's bathroom and the door's wide open and he's peeing. And I was like, I had to move his door to get around it. He was like, oh shit, I didn't know it was open. And I was like, yep. So then I go use the bathroom and I come back, and then the line cook and a server start arguing, and it's starting to get heated. And I'm like, fuck, like, I kind of want to stay and see what happens, but then I kind of don't want to, because I don't know I don't know how far this is going to go. Because then the line cook
Where was it at?
the one in Columbia.
Okay.
So I go to that one. I don't go to it often, but the line cook then tries to bring in another server, but she actually turns on her and then the two servers. And I was like, I just want to pay. I just want to pay and go because
What'd you get?
I get the Texas bacon cheesesteak melt. That's my favorite thing. So I ate that and then drove home and but I was like, of course I'd be here by myself and there's fixing to be action, but I'm like, do I stay or is it going to be like they're throwing knives and stuff or
Yeah, that would
so
be good.
yeah. And I didn't want to be a witness and all that shit because I don't remember shit. But anyways, that was my first time eating by myself. Oh, and then we had a storm, and I want to tell you all this because if you live in Tennessee, so we had a storm come through our neighborhood, and I've been there for 15 years, and we've never had we've had Bradford pears break, but they break with
Right.
a 10-mile-per-hour wind. Also, let me tell you this fun fact: Bradford pears are soft woods. So soft woods grow fast, and they're very weak, and hardwoods grow slow.
Did your mother-in-law tell you this?
No, and they're very strong. I don't even remember who told me that.
Don't Bradford? Everybody says Bradford pears smell,
They do, yeah.
but I don't know that I've ever smelled one.
They're not offensive to me like they are everybody else. So it must be like an acquired taste, like cilantro or something.
Yeah, I've won because I'm like, what are they talking about smell?
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, but that's all we ever had. But this one actually came through our neighborhood, and if your neighbors,
Oh, the tornado.
yes, if your neighbor's tree falls on your property and does damage on your property, you are responsible, not your neighbor. And that is the most bizarre ass law or whatever that I've ever heard in my life.
Did
So,
some fall on your
huh?
Their tree fell on you?
It fell behind our cars and tore the windshield wiper off of
Oh,
my
yeah.
Highlander and put a big dent in my car. Well, the thing is our deductible is really high right now because we just had a flood that cost $90,000. So yeah, we would have to pay for it. It's not her fault. That makes no sense to me. But according to Google,
Yep.
they did it because it keeps the fight down from neighbors, which makes zero sense to me too, because it seems like it would be more fight because I'd be like, cut all your freaking trees down. But yeah, it's not responsible. If the tree is alive and well when it goes down, it's considered an act of God, and it's your responsibility.
Yeah, we were talking about this during the ice storm
Yeah.
because that was, and I didn't realize like Brentwood, all their lines are underground instead of above ground.
Mm-hmm.
But
So it's aesthetically pleasing.
I guess I'm like, oh, I didn't ever notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Nashville Electric, whatever is on your house
It's your responsibility.
is your responsibility.
It's the same with water. Water's the same way.
Yeah.
I think, you know how you have the little like cutoff thing that's like by the street? If it's on the back side of that, that's your problem. If it's on the front side of that, it's their problem.
Yeah, but that Nashville storm, like, hell, I wouldn't have had money to pay somebody to come fix my power
Right.
and stuff before the
And
electric can come put it back on, and you're freezing.
NES contracts with Elliott Electrical. That's who does all of their like maintenance work. They don't do their own maintenance work. When the storm came, they hired another company and had Elliott on standby. And they're like,
Yeah, it was such a big.
Yeah.
They say they're in trouble. I don't know. It took. Emily lost her power from that It went out Sunday, like late Saturday night, Sunday morning, and they didn't get power back till Thursday afternoon.
well, like you already pay Elliott, quote, amount of money,
Yeah.
like to be on standby. And then you went and paid another company to come in and do all this work while still paying Elliott. Like, yeah, y'all ought to be pissed because that's bullshit. That's why your electric.
Well, everybody was so, and I thought she lives in Brentwood. Her electricity get on fast because that's kind of the bougie place.
Yeah.
And then Brian was telling my husband's electrician, so he was telling me that everybody was so mad at Nashville Electric because it was taking forever. At some point, a bunch of people went down to Nashville Electric and vandalized all the vehicles in the parking lot.
Oh.
And so all those poor workers that had come in that were just trying to help.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't they do it during the day when the big wigs were there? Those were
Exactly.
the ass clowns that
Right.
caused it all.
Because the CEO makes $675,000 a year.
Shut up. That's insane.
Yep. She makes more than the president does. Isn't that crazy? Well, I mean, I don't know if she deserves it or if
Our
she don't.
president don't make any money because he
Well,
gives
yeah.
it all away.
Right. But I'm just saying she makes more than the. What? we heard him now.
I knew he was going to do something.
So yeah, that's crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see what else. Oh, Hagen's birthday that we didn't podcast last week because it was St. Patty's Day and it was Hagen's birthday. What did y'all do?
Nothing.
You said you were going to cook for him. Did you not cook for him?
No, he went to class. He went to class. What did we do? He went to. I basically stayed home so he could go to class on his birthday. I don't even remember what we did. I know that I had the kids. What?
Well, happy birthday, Hagen.
But that's not from being president, though. That's his own personal, right? Okay. Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. It's probably not in his name, right? Or in offshore accounts or something.
They're all effing crazy.
Yes.
Oh, and then Emily's birthday is Sunday. So happy birthday, Emily, to you too. So Emily, Lindley, and Hagen all had birthdays.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We didn't do anything.
And Cade. Happy birthday, Cade.
Hagen went to the doctor and got his yearly physical. He's so vanilla.
Okay, so we had Cassie's going away party. I was talking about that earlier. And we had fun, actually. It took 6 years and Cassie moving to Washington State to get all the sisters in the same room together and having a good time.
Did your brother come?
He did.
Oh.
He was having a good time too, and he had to go back on the road Sunday, and so he came and bless his heart. Then he had to get up at 2:00 in the morning to head back out. But we did. We had a good time. Heard all kinds of stories about like everybody was sitting around in a big circle just talking. Our family was. Thank God Q's family was in the house because they would have been like, divorce this family.
Yeah.
Because they've heard stories, but not the kind of stories that I was hearing. So they talked about a lot about not the bio dad stories, but like the granny was kind of like the enabler and maybe the ringleader. And,
like Hillbilly Elegy, the grandmother in that.
yes.
She kind of enabled everybody.
But they were like, yeah, I think she might have paid off. Like she wasn't informed. She was something.
Yeah.
To where they didn't mess with her a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And what she was kind of bossed the police around and stuff.
Mm.
And so I recorded and I'm like, we need to sell her story. She was like,
Right.
She was the one.
Yeah.
you
Boss
know, that-
bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Big boss bitch.
Yeah.
And so I'll let you hear some of them. But I want to ask them before I say it. But yeah, some of it just crazy. Like putting hits out on people. And they said that like everybody was so scared of her. And I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Huh. Like she knew some people.
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Because I've been listening to that. I think she was a bartender in Nashville, but she does the crazy, spooky story time where people send in stories to her. And they're not like ghosts, but like she's been doing a lot on like, she calls it Holly Weird, where it's just like where, like the underground tunnel and she goes in there, like they takes this random, well, she's not random. I think she's part of the influencers of Hollywood. And like they're in this basement and there's like 7 or 8 different parties going on. And there's like somebody dressed like a freaking cat. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, oh, that's, you know, you got to be next level for that. And everybody in the comments is like, it has to be Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, that's so crazy. And then she cleaned, a lady wrote in and said that she was a house cleaner for somebody. I don't think he was a celebrity. Maybe he was a celebrity. Anyways, for Penthouse in Vegas. And he was like, hey, just don't ever go in my closet. And she's like, okay, cool. And they like had, you know, talked back and forth. You know, they had a good rapport. And then one day he left and his doorbell rang and it was his dry cleaning or his clothes. And she was like, oh, I'll just go hang them up. So she goes to hang him up in the closet and he has like a whole suit that's like skin, like of him. And she's like, what the? So she said, I was just like freaked out. So I just laid his dry cleaning on the bed. And then I went home and told my husband was like, we got to go get a picture of it. Like, we got to figure out what this is. And she said, so I went back and snuck into the closet and it was gone. And
he come out wearing it.
well, yeah, she said it's as if he knew that I saw it, which he probably had cameras or whatever. And she never seen him again. Like he would go on the road, but he would always like pay her. But then she said I went back a couple more times and nothing. And everybody in the comments were like, "What the hell was the skin?" So some people were like, maybe he has like scars on his body or something. But I'm like, that's so weird. I would have thought it was for someone else to clone him. You know what I mean? Almost like a. So there'd be 2 of him, but everybody in the comments was like, maybe he has like scars and he covers them up. Like, that's just weird. So there's no telling the shit that goes on. That stuff's so weird to me.
I know.
So
and
weird.
then I think back to Britney Spears, bless her heart. I mean, I think
Yes.
that's what happens when you
Yep.
fuck with that shit.
Yep. Because one lady wrote in and said that she was part of like the Hollywood, like I don't think she was an actress, but she was part of the scene or whatever. And she went on this date with this like pretty big actor that everybody would know. And she said that they got to talking and it was like, you know, so cool. And like he was like, I really feel like I can tell you things. And he was like, your eyes look so familiar. And she was like, I don't know. Anyways, he told her, he was like, I'm 450 years old.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah. And she was like, what? And he was like, no, for real. Like most of us are. And like,
Yeah.
he's like, I can be more than one person. And she's like, what the fuck? But he was like, oh yeah, a lot of them are.
Oh, and then he was the mouse and he told her.
Oh yeah, the lizard.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because he called and she was like, I just don't understand. And he was like, all right, hold on just a second. Go to your
wanna
back
prove
door.
it to you.
Yep. And then she was like, he's like, there's a lizard at your back door. And she was like, okay, well, there's lizards here. And he goes, well, you're wearing a blue and white. And she was like, oh my God. But
Yeah.
what if that shit is true?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And the thing, like, that stuff is so weird.
It is.
Because I'm like, what if that is true? But what does weird me out, and maybe they would, but like, I'm surprised no one in that community has ever like came out. Like the security guards.
Because they kill them.
Yeah, but like, you know, what if you have like cancer and you're dying anyways? Like you would think.
Or like, who is it? Kanye. He tried to expose them.
Yeah, well, that's
Or
true.
They were saying Michael Jackson had
I mean,
tried
well,
to protect the kids. And
yes,
they were telling
and
everybody.
all of that, and all that
Yeah.
time, everybody was calling him a freaking pedophile.
Yeah.
And he was the protector. But like Cat Williams, like told it all, and I was like, he's gonna be dead. And I am so shocked they have not killed Cat
yeah,
Williams.
Yeah. So I mean, is it true? Is it not true? Or?
Right, because Cat Williams said that if you are like banned, not banned, but if you are in not good standings in Hollywood. The way that you have to make up for it is a man has to wear a dress on TV. So any movie that you've ever saw, or like with The Rock plays Tooth
I'm
Fairy,
just thinking of Channing Tatum.
all the things is because that is like I don't know if he said that was like their initiation or what, Medea, all of them. Like that's basically where the producer or whatever is like, you're my bitch and this is how you have to do it. And he said, I was like, nope, won't do it. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And another thing that I love, and I may have said this on the podcast before, but I love that we all have social media now. So it doesn't take a producer or Harvey Weinstein or whatever to find you, because people are getting their self found.
But do you want to be found?
But, well, like singers and stuff, like you don't have to go, you know, do blowjobs under the desk for, you know, for a singing gig, because now if you're found, like you can self promote your shit, like and self produce it. You know what I mean? So I love that. I love that true talent is coming out. And it's not who knows who, because they're just being found.
And even like American Idol, like they don't have to still do American Idol. They can keep going because of social media. Like Hannah Harper, I'm obsessed with her.
My brother-in-law, this is funny because, like, you know, when it came out in like 2000,
you know, or I'm gonna die.
No, in like 2001 or whatever, whenever American Idol came out, he said you actually don't want to win American Idol because you have a contract.
Yeah,
you want to be the one that don't have a contract. So other, and I was like, I never thought of that, because you get like what, $1 million in a contract or some shit. It was what the
and then you have to do exactly what they tell you to do.
He's like, you actually don't want to win that. You want to be the one that don't win, because. And I was like, that's so smart. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
I've actually applied a couple times for shows.
Have you?
And not because I want to be rich, but like I want to go see the world.
We're going to.
Well, one was called like Who's the Millionaire or something, and they put like 12 people in a house, and one of them, they all get boxes, and one of them is actually the millionaire, but everybody's trying to figure out who the millionaire is.
We could figure that out.
Yes, and so
I think we could sniff it out.
Yeah. But then I'm like, would I get auditory processing disorder there and be like, I don't know what's happening?
Yeah, probably.
I probably would.
How is it already April? Almost April.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are the last 4 months gone?
I know. That's crazy.
I know. Willow will be 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we talk about it on here? Ashley brought Willis some hats.
Oh, yeah.
Emily, Ashley brought Willis some hats.
I didn't know that your mom had already bought 12 hats. I didn't know that. I just knew that she said she needed some protection from the sun because blah, and I had them, so I brought them. So I'm sorry. So sorry.
Yeah, so my daughter sent us a message saying, what did she say?
Let me just haul from my mom's house for Willow.
Got back from my mom's house. Let's do a leaving my mom's house haul. And she tries to tell me I can't buy for her no more, and she can't do that.
Right. That's like a rite as a being a
that's a rite of passage. You have to get through all the shit in order to not have to worry about the shit and just enjoy it and buy it for your baby.
Spoil them.
Do you watch The Bachelorette?
No.
Have you been seeing the Taylor Paul thing?
No.
I want to talk to you about it because you and I've been there.
Well, I will watch it if you.
It's from Mormon Wives.
Okay.
And she got put on The Bachelorette this season.
So she's the Bachelorette.
She was going to be the Bachelorette, but now they canceled the whole show because she was in a toxic relationship with her boyfriend on the Mormon Wives. I mean, like he's cheated on her, and then she finds out and they stay away from each other, and she won't take him back, but then they end up like sleeping together every now and then on trips and stuff because he's one of the.
He's a polygamist?
He's a dad talk person. No, he's just a cheater.
Okay.
I don't even think he's from Utah. But so on the show, on the Mormon Wives, like a lot of it's been their drama because like they got into it like the first season and he cheated on her. They broke up. She got a domestic assault charge. Well, that was like in 2023. And now here we are 3 years later, and she got picked to be on The Bachelor or Bachelorette, and now they've released that video because he took video from 2023, and they just had another domestic assault.
Oh.
And then he's released that video, and then they've canceled the whole Bachelorette show, which I completely understand, but she's taking all the heat for it.
Right.
And I'm like, but being in a toxic relationship or with somebody like that who tortures you, I'm like...
Until you react.
Yes.
And then
so
they're like,
I'm like,
you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's crazy.
Yeah, and then he just happened to record it in his calm voice after he pissed her off, and no telling what he did. And I'm like, come on, people, y'all cannot be that dumb where y'all are just taking his side on
Right,
this.
and just thinking she just blew up. It was crazy.
And they knew about this charge because now they're saying that he did not release the footage. The police got it. It was like he turned it into the police when they got in trouble the first time, and then somebody has got it from there and leaked it.
Wow.
And she's saying that he just released it to ruin her chance on The Bachelorette. But I'm like, bitch, you done ruined your chance on The Bachelorette. You didn't even want to go.
Right.
You were never in it because you were still worried about what he was doing.
Let him go. That's like the Duggars. Did you see the one Duggar son? Like, oh, damn. What was that? Just a whole big child molestation ring that they had there? And they all
I don't know.
Like, that's crazy.
He was little, too, at that time. Like, wasn't he one of the younger ones?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And the little girl that he violated, I think, was 9.
I thought she was 14.
No, because he got his charges are under 12. I think she was 9.
Maybe she's 14 now.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And then I don't know
but
why.
the dad confronted him then, and then.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know.
Also, his wife got charged, and he did too, with child endangerment therefore. But like, what? I don't understand what that was. Do you know what
I was
happened?
reading something about because their lock was on the outside of the door and not on the inside. Almost like they were locking on me in. It's how I took it, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Right.
I was going to go back and read some more on it, but I didn't.
When I read it, they had just arrested her, and they didn't have any like. And I was like, what the hell have they done to their kids? Like, damn, crazy ass people. That's why I'm like, do you really want to get big? Because they're going to expose everything and open all the doors. Which I mean, I don't lock my kids in the.
We ain't got nothing hide up.
That's true, and we're pretty vocal about all of our stuff. So, yeah.
Our mom's crazy. They were on drugs.
We're crazy. We're not on
Been to
drugs.
jail.
Well, we are on fluoxetine, but
Oh my God! Ashley got us these shirts. Did I leave my shirt in there?
probably it just
I
says
think I
maybe
did.
she's born with it.
Look, maybe it's fluoxetine. We're gonna get Prozac to sponsor us.
Yeah, or at least a generic brand. Yeah,
Because that's amazing.
yeah.
Like Cassie was like, "Did you cry from your letter?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think I cry anymore. I'm over medicated."
Oh yeah, when I need to cry, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, it didn't come. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I'm like looking up at the.
But then I'm like, if I start crying, somebody better run because it's
Right.
fixing to tear this house down.
Yep.
Yeah. We fixing to raise the roof.
Yep. And I think next week we may have my friend on. Okay, we'll see. She said she could come. She's got some stories about infertility. She lived next to the explosion that happened, and so her husband actually works there. So she's
Still? Or no?
Yeah, I believe he still works there. Yeah.
He wasn't at work that day.
No, he was off. He took off. Like, yeah, it was amazing. Miracle.
Gotta have a lot of guilt.
Yeah. So she feels like they've kind of like just they haven't shown a lot of light to the victims, and
No, they haven't.
yeah. So I was like, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because that was the explosion in,
Hickman, Bucksnort, Coble.
what'd you say, Bucksnort?
Yeah.
Is that a town?
It's like a community, not really a
Is it
town.
really called Bucksnort?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The book I'm writing, the fiction, is Bucksnort Estates. Just because people will be like, what the hell? It's actually a place. It's where I live.
Bucksnort Estate.
Mm-hmm.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I am. Anyways, so I think that's all we got. So hope we'll have guests on from here on out.
Danae Hayes, we're coming for you.
Yep. Email us, message us, call us.
We need to start going on TikTok for a minute and asking what they want us to talk about or what kind of.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch the news. I only know about that Taylor Paul because I watch Mormon Wives. So, and we need to follow up on some of these crazy, like that story you're talking about. I would love to hear some more of those because I watch those all the time.
Yes, the weird ones, the crazy.
Yeah.
I binge watched her Saturday. Like I say on the way, like it's just a Facebook, but I just like would scroll up. I wasn't watching her; it's just her talking. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Just the weirdest crap.
Yeah.
That's another thing I love about social media is now that people get their voices out there. So we get to hear these stories. Because if you'd have told me that 15 years ago, I'd have been like, okay. But now with all the shit that's went down, like remember Pizzagate and all that?
Yeah. And we would have never met had it not been for TikTok.
Oh, right.
Like we'd have kept our crazy to ourselves and nobody would have been entertained.
Yep. That's right. So here we are.
Yeah.
And we love y'all. We ain't got nothing
Coming
else.
to the big stage soon.
Yeah. Hopefully not the Ryman, because, well,
We've already been there.
we have. We've been on the stage at the Ryman. We didn't even take a picture like that either.
I know. I meant to. That was on my list of things to do. Just like
We could have cropped everybody out and pretended like we were. I'm just kidding. But anyway.
That was my plan. I had, yeah.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well, we just ruined marriages and stuff. That's all we did. It's fine. Okay. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for staying around for all of our crazy.
Be sure to like, follow, and share with everyone you know.
Even them whores you don't like.
And leave us a 5-star review.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, bitches.